everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2. We're back here with, we've got a few sieges going on, and hopefully we'll fix those and destroy the Tosa and then continue on. And we've started attacking Obama lands. So far we've not been able to move through here, but the province is kind of safe. The only thing the Obamas have put up is a few ninjas and some other crap. Nothing that will go ahead and go through our defenses. However, a lot of the clans up from the north have sent armies down with the navies, which has caused problem, one of which landed here. I have, however, sunk, I think, at least 2 or 3 navies or battle groups that they sent over with troops to land on our shores. We still have quite a sizable navy out here, which I'm going to combine these two and try to take on. Recruiting British troops over here, since we've got a British trading port right over here. Right now we don't actually get any trade out of this. Not entirely sure why we do that. The fact that the trade sort of was killed off at the realm divide meant that I lost a lot of income. Anyways, we got the siege over here in Tosa land. We got this one against the Obamas, and I think we're gonna have time to end the turn and possibly see where these guys are gonna land or where they're going to attack. Seems like there's a lot of traditional troops, so the infantry is kind of crap. They have, however, quite a sizable number of guns and sizable number of officers. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. They might even have 5, but I think it's safe to say they've got 4, which seems like quite a lot to mass in one army, especially since you risk to lose all of them. Anyways, we're gonna start over here and defeat the Tosas. Now, however, I think we remember that the faction leader is actually stuck in our territory up there somewhere. So we'll have to march out and take on him at some point, but right here we will go ahead and attack this castle. So without further ado, let's strike forth for the Emperor! Quite a large castle, but we've faced this castle before, and I don't think we're gonna have any problems dealing with it. The thing about these castles is, one of the problems I think is that they didn't really do anything, or maybe it was intentional, but there's never any really good artillery positions to place against a fort, since they're always placed on these hills. So you always have to place in an uphill position, which is not a great place to put an artillery piece. I mean, I can imagine in real life you actually had to sort of dig out a position to actually stand your cannon on, because if you fire, I mean, anyone can realize what happens if you place a cannon in on an uphill road or anything, and then you fire it. It's gonna fly down the bloody mountainside, and you're gonna have a hard time pulling it into place. What the hell was that? That sounded really weird. I think it was my phone doing something. Anyways, so we got our allies coming in from over here. I think we'll make it easy for them then, and we've got pretty good spots here. Why can I... is this because I have... Can the Shimsigan... Who can deploy... Ah, my allies got ninjas, that's why. Or is that my deployment zone? No, it's not. Where's my deployment zone is over here. Huh. We are going to place all the artillery over here. So we've got parrot guns. Really great accuracy on those guns. And then we've got the Napoleon long guns. Gonna go ahead and place... Oh, that's not actually... I think we're gonna have to place them a bit further back. You know what? I've thought about this, and maybe I should cut out stuff like this, as I did in my empire, just to save a bit of time. Gonna go ahead and spread these guys out. skirmish formation. And then the Shimsugane. I think we're gonna... I'm hoping we can place them in here in the forest. Thing is, I did this quite a few times in multiplayer battles when I remember when you had the sort of competitive mode, and I hid some troops there, and then when the enemy is occupied here in fighting, and there's fighting has gone on there for a bit, so they completely forgot about that side, they're not focusing on that at all, then is when you strike and you push in the troops.
Men are ready to attack, sir.
Right, the AI has placed most of the troops over here. Looks like generals and stuff. So I'm gonna try to hit this side of the wall, and hopefully it will drag on into the cavalry units right here. I know people like the close-ups. We're gonna go ahead and see close-ups here. The artillery shots are flying in overhead. There's been a lot of sieges in this, and even though we have actually come to the Burma mainland, these guns are not actually firing. So why don't you break this tower down? Boom! There they go flying. Always look kind of strange when they do that. 12 pounders will go ahead and break that gate, and the tower is gone. We're gonna break this gate, we're gonna break that gate, we're gonna break some towers, and Allied force has started to trickle in here. Got some monk cavalry. What else is turning up? We've got some ninjas, and we've got tons of ninjas coming out of the forest here, and other troops, they're rolling up their guns, and really just massive amounts of troops rolling in here, moving in through the forest, ready to help us, coming through the morning mist. I'm gonna send up the light infantry. I'm not entirely sure why the light infantry has not yet opened fire. I guess they need to get a better position. You know what? From this position, hiding within the forest, that could be a good spot to hide. And then this gate is destroyed. That gate is destroyed. We're still firing quite a lot on it. We're gonna focus on this area right now, breaking up this. They're starting to move most of their army over now. And as you can see, it's kind of open for the Shimsugane to make their attack on this side. They could lock these two units out. See what they're actually going to save here in the center of the fort, what they're going to save inside of here for us as we come that close. We've broken up some sides here of the fort. These guys still seemingly not really... Yeah, now they're firing ish, or it looks like they're aiming. He's looking over there towards the cannons for some reason. Not entirely sure what he's waiting for. As his men lay down fire with his cowboy hat. I thought they were going to be hidden here, sitting in the sitting in cover of the forest, so they would be hidden from enemy artillery. Why don't you shoot that corner off right there? Then you two could not entirely sure what. We need this gate destroyed. We need as many gates destroyed as possible. I could, the thing is, I could let the AI do a lot of this. The AI forces. That would leave me ready to move after the battle, and the thing is, they've got a lot more traditional troops than I have, and they've got, well, just as you see, and they just got tons of more troops than I have in total. All the ninjas and stuff coming through. I guess we'll split my force into two groups, one of which, this one, which is gonna go here, And then this one, which is a larger one. How many of these guys lost? About 20 people. So that's not a lot, but they're getting scared. This unit will move up towards here and try to get these walls, but I think the Chimziguna will try to attack beforehand. We've got some garrison infantry and stuff. Really what I should see about doing is aiding this. I could snipe cap this fort. So let's see if we can maybe concentrate some fire in this area, break up some of these units, make it easier for the Chimziguna to break through. At the same time, sharpshooters, they're not really well, they don't actually have a target to shoot at. That might be why. We are targeting this area. We have blown up quite a bit of troops and stuff. This is a really juicy target of I don't know, there's some kind they're doing some kind of Monty Python sketch, I imagine, or I'm not entirely sure what's going on, or it's maybe some weird training. They're no, I think it's, you know what, it looks like a dance. They're dancing. That's clearly what they're doing. So we broke up this unit by breaking this wall. There's only 92 men left in that unit. There's still a lot of like full-sized units. You know what? If I level the Tenju, I think since these cannons and these men are so close to it, debris will fall down and actually kill off a bit of the crew. The sharpshooters have just been... they've not been able to fire at anything. And the enemy mortars have just been laying into them. The allied monk troops are laying down fire on the fort. Surprised that they would even try this tactic. I guess now that my my other troops are moving away, then you know what? This is a pretty good screenshot if we can just get them while they're aiming their rifles, and maybe not when it's. Yeah, that might be nice. Oh, the enemy is actually charging out, or I guess they may be retreating. There's a lot of ninjas charging forth. They've managed to be able to come in under the enemy fire because the enemy didn't place any men on the walls, and so now the ninjas just utterly slaughtered the unit that was routing out of there. The thing is, at the same time, the mortars are shooting like crazy, destroying everything. The Tenju was leveled, but we need to open up some more ways into the castle for our allies. Did we actually kill? We killed 6 people. Right. Chimziguna, I want you to charge forth and see about scaling those heights. Scaling great heights, my lord. We've got a lot of Yariki and stuff. Oh, there's a massive amount of troops just retreating out of the castle. The enemy monks use the scare tactic, which have scared off a lot of troops, and we can see all these ninjas have a lot of different abilities. They've got this, I think this is the rally or stand to the last ability thing, and then there's the Banzai, there's a move quicker ability, and this cavalry is not having a great time, and neither is these peasants as they fight the ninja troops. Didn't I shoot down that tower? Apparently not. I could, if I had a mortar or anything, I could fire into this. Look at all the troops that are coming through here, all the allied troops marching up onto the walls. Looks like some of the ninjas are quite low on troops. I could be a bastard and just spray. You know what, if I aim for this unit and just give them a bit of canister, I bet I could kill off quite a few of these horsemen. Let's see. There comes the bombardment. But they're not, seemingly they're not aiming for the right units. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I was hoping for a canister to sweep through here and bust these guys, but we're gonna bust this tower. And then let's see, the Shimzigone have arrived without a single loss. They're gonna climb here. We're gonna switch so we can set fire to that tower. You know what? It's probably actually better if we cap it. We're gonna also try to cap this gate. What's this? Some Yarikachi here getting absolutely murdered. Not entirely sure. I guess they retreated somewhere around here. Because you can see lots of them. Maybe they've tried to climb over here, but clearly that failed. Well, it's time we made an effort to aid our allies. So we're gonna march our infantry towards here. I'm gonna need the light troops to come in as well. And we're gonna get these guys up as well to about here. You're not gonna run because you'll be tired going all that way. Nice, we just broke up that unit. You know what? I want to break this gate down. And I want to break that gate down. Okay, we are through. Claim the next wall. You guys are also through. You will climb over here. And then claim this gate, making sure these two are unable to retreat. Then what I could do is I could put my troops here and shoot these guys in the back as they try to retreat back in. There's still quite a lot of troops inside here firing. The guys really need aid. They've claimed this more or less. But the cavalry did, the saber cavalry of the Tosa did put up a good fight here. Right, Shimzigone, I want you guys going for those. Go ahead and climb then, you lazy sods. And start claiming this tower. A lot of the troops the allies marched over here are just going to die, so they're losing a lot of men going this way. I never actually broke down any of these gates, which is quite unfortunate for my ally, because that means he's gonna have to climb it. I think we might have team killed some of our own men here. Looks like it. I don't think that's a... I think that's a direct hit from our cannons. Yep. Yeah, yeah. It's our own shots that are hitting in the ground here. It's not one step backwards. We're gonna shoot rolling artillery fire going in behind them, making sure that they keep their pace up. So what you really need, you know what, since these guys claim this gate, the enemy doesn't seem to care the fact that we've been able to just march in here. This unit certainly doesn't care because it keeps dancing like nothing has happened. I think we need to speed up our advance here. These guys coming in. Right, I want you to draw the line as such, and you want to run into position and toggle. And let's see, the sharpshooters will go ahead and do skirmish formation in among the trees. do it right now. Right, we've claimed this gate. This unit's going in there. This one's gonna claim this gate. You know what? We're not gonna have time. Both units over there right now. We've got a lot of enemy troops moving in. That means that these units moving up here, it's gonna be kinda pointless at this point. Hold your fire and then find new targets. I want you guys to... Ooh, this is not gonna work. You know what? Charge! Banzai! Next unit as well. Banzai! Throw yourselves in there. Do not let them retreat into the center of the castle. Damn, there's a lot of bloodshed right here. With the Banzai ability, these guys versus these guys, which I think is some kind of recruiter militia, don't really stand a chance. That guy though did. He was able to kill one of our guys. Let's try to see what the numbers are here. That unit was almost... Yeah, it's lost 80 men. Our units haven't lost anything near that. And then there's massive melees going on up here. Traditional monk warriors fighting the militias with the bayonets. You know what? At this point, it might be time to hold fire with the artillery. I think we're only shooting our own. Well, they seem to be able to reach in here. We pushed the enemy back from here, which they first arrived, back to here. Keep at it, boys. This unit retreated, but there's still one fighting here. And now that one gave way as well. Shimzuguni! Move over here. One of you will claim the gate. Maybe we'll burn down the gate and move through rather than one unit climbing. There's a lot of just executions here as we're able to slaughter the guys retreating. Oh, that wasn't actually our unit. That was an allied unit that came in and slaughtered them. Right, burn the gate. Throw your torches and burn it. Let it burn. Wonderful fire. And then I want you guys to move back a bit. So once the gate goes boom or breaks up, you guys won't get killed by it. The allies are at the point at this point, and are claiming the castle. It wouldn't matter that much if they took it, given that they're allies. They're one of my few allies I actually have. Okay, we're gonna go in and help them, but looks like we're gonna be able to do this. Well, I don't think, given the numbers we had, I don't think there was ever any question in whether in which we would be able to claim the castle or not. The question was whether, I mean, how many casualties we would sustain. We are victorious. You know what? This is maybe a better picture for the thumbnail, with the Shimzugana running in there. Let's go ahead and end battle. I don't need to save that replay. He was fearsome even when drinking. People would talk about whom they had killed today and whom they were going to kill tomorrow. It was all so frightful. According to what I heard, by the time Kondo had killed 50 or 60 men. Whoever Kondo is. We deployed 7,000 men. We lost 2,000. Most of them were allies. And the enemy lost their entire army. These guys lost all the ninjas. And you can see the casualty rate in some of these units. So, I mean, the place should really be awarded to our allies. General increase in ranks. Maybe I don't think there is an option actually to give away the ambushers, looting, engage in night battles. Not sure if that's any good. But there we go. The Tosa home province have been captured. We're gonna they're not gonna need to pay tax here for a while. They've got a pretty good port here, where we can build some nice ships, though I would really like the ships to be built in provinces where we have the coal, so we get that bonus, so we don't have to pay that much money. This battle, or this castle battle, is going to be entirely on our own, and you know what, this is a pretty good spot to, I mean, if this is the province, or the province where they get these exceptional armor stuff, if I can turn that into the same kind of production as in my capital, then I can definitely make this a forward recruitment location. The thing is, I'm kinda like, it's like an OCD thing where I need to sort of structure my armies in a certain way, and I can't have these like random units here and there in it that I sort of always want to set them up in the right place, and if I lose a unit, I'll go out of my way to replace it with a similar unit. Have we? Yes, we have fought a massive castle like this, but it's been a while since I played this, and this is truly a massive castle. They're expecting us to come straight up the center, which I'm not going to do. We're gonna come like I usually do, come from the side here. I'm not entirely sure. As I recall, the mortar has a problem penetrating. But that was usually the case for the smaller castles, where the walls are a bit smaller. Right, so we got cannon over here, cannon. We've got another mortar actually. Where can I place that? If we cover that angle, then we can have another one cover this angle, so we get bombardment all over. But we're gonna advance across the open field over here. Some of these units are quite banged up actually. Let's see, we've got everyone ready. Boom, let's go. There's not a lot of enemy units, I must say. Allied troops coming in. Ninjas and 2 cannons. We'll move them towards here. The ninjas can see about climbing directly into the castle, while the cannons now are laying onto the enemy. They don't really have anything here, so I can focus and try to sort of cut off all of these units on this side from the rest. We got one all the way over there. So what I want to do is I want to open up those 2 gates as soon as possible, but First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send forwards the sharpshooters, and the sharpshooter is going to set up so they can shoot onto these walls right here, while the sizable line infantry units are going to advance towards the gate. And these guys, unfortunately, I placed them in kind of a bad position. They need to march first over there and then turn towards the gate. And the traditional troops, they'll march over there as well. You know what? This was a horse-drawn artillery piece. So that should be able to quite quickly roll into position, take out these two towers by setting up somewhere close here. And move rather quickly. Run the guns. And then the general can stand over it there, take a look at what's going on. Ninjas, I want you over there. And this cannon, which is a bit slower, will set up right there. But I wanted to go through the open, so it's not bogged down by the forest. We're really putting all effort here with the cannons right here on this wall, just completely blowing this piece of the wall apart, to the point where this unit broke without even a fight. What's this? The general is moving forwards to stop us as we advance. I want everyone focusing in their fire on that unit. Move into battle formation. You guys gonna need it. The sharpshooters, they are able to target the walls here if the enemy would come there. The general's unit, which is a bunch of peasants, is feeling the invention of modern warfare. And they're just standing there in formation, being blown to pieces. We got a few shots landing in the middle of everything, and yeah, as you can see, the guys are running, which they should be. They should be running for cover here, because their unit's getting massacred. The commander is still alive though, but for how much longer? I'm pushing down so much artillery on him. It's very doubtful that he will survive for much longer. More than half the unit has been destroyed. Let's get these Yarikachi up there setting fire to the gate. The unit is now retreating. These guys trying, I think they need to get a bit closer, because they're not really setting fire to the gatehouse as much as they're setting fire to the grass in front of it. I think the artillery here, I don't need to re-target this gatehouse just by them going close to it. Yeah, force the gatehouse to explode. Now this is on fire. These guys will be ready to move in, claim this tower. And once that's done, the infantry will move in and claim this area. Right, the horse-drawn artillery has moved into position, unlimbering its gun, ready to destroy. This tower is the most important one, because the ninjas will climb up right there. And we have 2 units of garrisoned line infantry. Levy infantry should be said. Shit! Why on earth did my artillery pieces try to blow up our own unit? Killed more than half of the men there. Bloody fools. Right, break down that archery tower. Then we're gonna break down this gate. Right, these guys are getting hit by the enemy mortars. 94%, 99, one more gun. Basically someone dropping a small...
Your men have
There we go.
destroyed an enemy tower.
And now this... Have you captured this yet? Yes. Now get through here. Our infantry's going in. This is broken now. Which means these guys are gonna get cut off. Where are my ninjas? The ninjas closing in. I want you to break down that tower. Hurry the guns into position. 10%. 21, 30, 40. Yeah, that's gonna go quickly. Line infantry is coming through. And all these artillery pieces will now focus on this unit. There's nothing more on this side that we can break, so we'll focus in on that. I'm not entirely sure if it might be better to climb this little piece and then go through the gate, saving a bunch of lives. What I could do is I could split these a difference. The Tetsubo will climb here, while the Yari Ninja will climb here. The line infantry is through. The bigger unit is going to line up, blocking the enemy from retreating. These other two units will march through and make ready the attack on the center. This tower is broken. That means we're going to break this tower over here. The thing is, the ninjas should be pretty skilled at climbing. They're climbing pretty fast as well. The ninjas shouldn't have no problem, which seems to be the case as well. They're not falling off. Gonna deploy the stealth ability. It's gonna take a while before the entire unit's up here, but let's start moving them forwards quickly. Shutsumel! Line infantry getting into position. We've got this line infantry. It's getting shot to pieces. Banzai! Charge forwards! The Obama's not even looking the right way. And these guys coming here with the big baseball bats, ready to smash these guys. It's a bit weird because it's made like a sword animation. I don't think putting the big stick next to his neck and just drawing it past him would actually kill him, like he did right there. Let's see, the Yari Ninja. The Yari Ninja is through. Oh, it needs to climb over here because it's getting shot at by this unit. So the Yari here, there's 44. They're taking on this unit and they're winning. They're taking on that one unit. Let's see if I can get my general close by and he can inspire this unit. Retreat the Yari, let these guys shoot down the garrison infantry that's coming out. We've got a fight going on here. That's not going too well. Saigo Takamori will ride forth and aid. The ninjas here need some aid. These guys have climbed in and they will go to claim the gate. You know what? They will actually claim this gate because these guys are coming in through there. And we've got a firefight going on here. Well, I should say a firefight. But these guys have elected not to look at our men, which seems to be an Obama trained.
Your men are running, sir.
Oh, they're not actually going in through this gate. And this unit of ninjas did not even need the aid 60. Well, they weren't even 60 as they reached, I think. Well, they were. I think they were 60. But they managed to, on their own, cut down this big unit. And here comes the general to support them. He's going to be able to inspire, giving them that extra push that they need. And then these guys are going to go for the 4-inch mortar. That little extra that I think they need to keep going, and this unit to slaughter the enemy unit entirely. And then these ninjas attacking the mortars. And then with Saigo turning up here to inspire these guys to fight harder was enough to even break the enemy at this spot. He can move back so that he is not killed. There is 15 ninjas left, and they're fighting 22 enemy soldiers here. This seems to be the only death animation they're doing. Oh, the ninja leader is alive. He has been alive throughout this. The guy with the nasty devil mask. So these 60 ninjas were able to take down 225 units in this. Oh, there we go. Complete destruction of that unit. There's one guy left. And victory. Yes, let's go ahead and end battle. We might as well. Covered by blossom, I curl up to the dreaming. Nature's own blanket. So, 2 quick sieges here, or relatively quick sieges, I think. And we were able to defeat our enemies. 400 men loss, took out the enemy. Both gentlemen's got upgraded, which is good. Let's see, Saigo should be on his last. Yeah, it's on his last star now. What do we have here? Offense, charge bonus to coastal range. Broadside damage caused by all ships under this man's command. Precision, accuracy for all units under this man. Accuracy for ships under this man's command. A naval fires radius, that's pretty good. Precision. And then what do we have here? Audacity, plus charge and morale. And dread, repression in province, instill fear in enemy units, reducing morale. And you know what, that dread is sounds pretty good. And then this audacity. Not entirely sure if I should go for this, which is charge bonus. Then for the next one, Scourge is the one we're able to unlock. Legendary Commander, however, we're not. And the Paragon, not so much. But we'll be able to get this. The offense one, charge bonus for all units under this man's command. 2+ to coastal bombardment range. I think a lot of those, or the 2 last ones there, is just to if he's commanding of a navy, which I'm not entirely sure. And then the raiding thing is not very useful either. So maybe I'll go ahead and put that point over here. Command when defending an armor to the man's bodyguard. Or maybe I'll just save the point and we'll see. But Saigo Takamori has really good abilities right now. He's a really good commander. However, I don't have any money to repair anything. We got the armory. And hopefully we also have a station here. No, the station's over there. But it's not too far to be able to recruit armies here. And then have them march to this place to be sent further along the line. We're not too far away now from Kyoto. We're two provinces away. And yeah, that's pretty darn good. We don't have any other fights. We have this thing once I end turn. But I've sort of lost track on how long I've played this episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it right here. And hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. And hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!